everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I am your girl, Griffin. If you don't know, now you know. I am your life builder. I am here to help you tear up, build up so that you can live it up. I am also here to help you create the life that you love while remaining totally submitted unto Jesus Christ. Thank you for all of my new subscribers that have subscribed to the family. Thank you for all of my old subscribers that have been rocking with me since the very beginning. I really do appreciate you. Thank you to my visitors who have stumbled upon my channel, but do not leave just yet. Go ahead and take a seat, get comfortable, and see what we are all about. We are here to help you make better life decisions, to help you with any insecurities, just to help you to become the overall person that God has created and designed for you to be, and be around other like-minded believers who are on the same mindset, the same wavelength as you. So if you like what you see, just give us a chance. Watch the entire video until the end and then subscribe to the family. The link will be in this description below, or no, the link, there's no link. You just subscribe, press the subscribe button, and get that bell, and then join the family. Listen, whatever you need, I promise that it is here. And if it is not here, go ahead and drop in the comments below what else you would like to see. So sit back, relax, to everyone that is watching right now, and let's get into this amazing video for today. Okay, guys, so today is going to be a very, what's the word I'm looking for? Very transparent, a video that can relate to anybody, your mother, your father, your child, your aunts, your uncles, cousins, best friends, associates, enemies. It doesn't matter. What we're going to be talking about today is insecurities. We all face it. We all deal with it, from the highest person that you may put on a pedestal to the lowest of people. We all deal with insecurities. But before we get into there, I'm rocking a shirt by my friend Maurice Wright. I will definitely put his information in the description below. And it says, Elohim is the Almighty. That's a powerful shirt, if you ask me. So I am going to be rocking different brands on my channel to help support those that are in the network, those that are in the kingdom. Elohim is the Almighty. That is a powerful statement in itself, and it is a conversation starter, because who's Elohim and why is he Almighty? And you can tell them your story. So if you want to cop this shirt, whatever color combination that you want, Maurice Wright information will be in the description below. Now that's the link that's going to be in the description below. Okay, back to what we're talking about. Insecurities, and Elohim the Almighty can definitely help you with every insecurity that you may have. So today you will realize or see that I don't have any makeup. I don't have on a filter, and what else do I usually do? I think makeup and filter. Because today I want to be very vulnerable with my subscribers, my supporters, my family, my siblings in the Lord. So I have a huge insecurity about my skin, and I will insert pictures here. I never liked my skin. Ever since I was a child, I've always had insecurities about my skin. I didn't like going out of the house without, back then I couldn't wear makeup, so I would walk around with my head down to the ground all the time. I was not confident. I felt like when you were talking to me, you were really just examining my face, so I try to stay out of people's face as much as I can. I try to avoid a lot of conversations because that just seemed like the pot that people used to dig in, like pie face and girl, go fix your skin. Like, what are you doing with your face? And that used to really bug me. So I didn't like going out of the house. I didn't like going certain places, and I would try to do whatever I could to cover up my skin. My hair is long, so when I was growing up, I would put things on my face to cover up the scars that were on my cheek, to cover up the acne that was on my cheeks. I would just do whatever I had to do for you that were talking to me not to see what I was really going through. What else can I say about my skin? I mean, we have a lot of insecurities, but I'm going to deal with this one first, and then we're going to get into other things, and we're going to get into some other things. So I would wear things on my face. When I could wear makeup, I wore makeup. I would try to wear makeup to cover every blemish on my face. And when they came up with filters, they must have knew what I needed. So I would use every filter that you could ever think of, because I did not want people to judge my skin. I had a boyfriend, and he was just like, you are so pretty. And I really thought he was just saying it to be nice. I did not like my skin. So when I had a pimple, I didn't want to see him. I would squeeze all of them because I didn't want this big bulge on my face. So I remember when he told me one time, why are you bothered? I was like, I don't want it on my face. He was like, it's fine. And in my mind, no, it's not. It's ugly. It makes me ugly. I do not like the way that I look. I would cry. I would cry when I looked in the mirror. I would just look at my skin, and I was the worst critic, and I would just look at it, and I would just be like, what is this? I would squeeze this one, squeeze that one. Just, I hate my skin. I cried plenty days. I went to God, like, heal my skin. What is this that I'm going through? I went to dermatologists. I tried everything you could think of, because I wanted my skin to be clear. I wanted that baby smooth skin that came from, that I was born with, but I've never had clear skin. Never had clear skin. I would even be so concerned about my wedding day, because I was like, when I get married, I don't want anybody to see my back. I didn't want anybody to see my body, because I had scars everywhere from pimples, and I would be like, how am I going to wear my wedding dress? I have to wear a dress that covers up my entire body, because I don't want anybody to see my skin. Very devastating. I've never been like really depressed about it, but it was devastating, and I felt like I couldn't go out without covering it up. So that was just with my acne. I know some of you have some insecurities, some deep insecurities, whether it be scars from surgery, whether it be acne, or whether it be burns. You're maybe a burn survivor. What else? You may not even have things externally, but people knowing your mental conditions, people knowing your skin conditions, people knowing what's going on in your body, any sicknesses, cancer, diabetes, bulges, Crohn's disease. There's so many things that we face every day, and most of the times we try to cover it up because we don't want to be teased. We don't want to be condemned. We don't want to be looked down upon for who we are, and different things that we can't deal with, like different things that we can't control. I can't control my acne. You can't control that you may have cancer. You can't control that you may have diabetes, or you may have AIDS. You can't control that. A young girl, I don't know her personally, but I read her story. She was born with AIDS from her mother. That's something that she could not control. But instead of going through life with this insecurity and this mindset that I'll never be good enough, no one that ever loved me, my worth is like shot to the ground, or I'll never get married, or no one's going to ever like me, I'll never be able to fit in. I encourage you to embrace those insecurities. Embrace those things that you think that people would not embrace. Embrace it within yourself, because if you can embrace yourself, it doesn't matter what nobody else does. As I grew up, I had to learn that it was more than what people saw. I am a person. I am loved by, if nobody else, God. And I had to really like get confidence in myself, because the saying is very true. If you don't love you, nobody else is going to love you. Nobody can love you, because while they're trying to love you, you'll push them away, because all you see is what's wrong with you. All you see is your flaws, and all you see is your insecurities. And then they had that thing that came out, those memes and those funny, well, they thought it was funny, take her swimming, and so that the makeup can fall off, because they've said all women do is wear makeup, and they be catfishing people, and they're not really who they say they are. That was kind of offensive, because if I know I'm trying to cover this up so that you will like me, that's why I covered up my skin, for people to like me more. Although I was pretty, I listen, yeah, when I tell you I did not like my skin, crying. But take her swimming, that was like, why would you want to hurt somebody in that way? It's almost like a lady who was caught in the act of adultery, and they pulled her out in public in front of everybody, basically so they can ridicule her. Like, you want him to take me swimming, or you want him to take the person swimming to wash away the things that they're trying to cover up. That's not how you should want somebody to be treated. That's not how you should want somebody to expose themselves or be exposed. Like, instead of being those kind of people that like those memes and go on and on about, yeah, ha, 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 you should try to go to that person and figure out what's wrong with them. Why do they wear makeup? Because some people don't wear makeup just because it's pretty. Some people literally wear makeup to cover something up. And that's where we get into... let's even go to the jewelry and the adornments that Paul was talking about. In the Bible, when he was saying that women shouldn't wear these things, it wasn't because it was a sin. It was because they tried to make themselves more pretty by putting things on. and they couldn't value the inner beauty of themselves and how beautiful they were on the inside because they were too busy trying to cover it up with things on the external. I know for a fact you are more beautiful on the inside than you are on the outside, because if your inside stink, your outside doesn't really matter, no matter how beautiful that you are. So do not try to adorn yourself with these things. Like, I want to help you get to the root of your insecurities, the root of your problems, the root of things that you face that may be just awful that people have done to you. Get to the root of it so that you can learn how to embrace you and your insecurities, because your insecurities are beautiful. So the next part of this video, what we're going to do is, if you've never heard of her, her name is Shalom Black, and her link will be in the description below to her channel. She did a video with her crush. She did a video with her crush, and basically she was a burn survivor, and she has scars all over her body and all over her face. It is so true, the saying that someone always has it worse than you. And what she did is trying to face her fears. It's called Face My Fears Challenge. And she had her crush take off her makeup. She had her crush to take off her wig because she is bald, and she told her story about how she was burned and how she didn't want to go out of the house because of what she felt people were going to say. And in the midst of her always being afraid of what people were going to say, what people were going to do, it was actually the opposite. So the whole time that I didn't want to show myself, the whole time that I thought people were looking at my skin and not me for who I was, I lost a lot of years. Too busy worrying about what you could think or what you possibly were thinking, when half the time that wasn't even the case. So that was her thing. She did not go out of the house without makeup. She posted a video, a picture of herself being bald, and I believe without her makeup, and she automatically took down her Instagram because she thought that she was going to receive hate comments and different things like that, where actually it was the opposite, saying that she was the real MVP, and that people love courageous people. People love when people like do things that have never been heard of or never seen before. Like, this video for me is super hard because you saw my skin. Like, I hate it, and I'm still working on it, and I'm not as confident as I should be in it, but that's neither here nor there. So what we're going to do is do basically a reaction to her video. But while I was watching her video, I was not even thinking about the guy in her. I literally saw Jesus in us. I saw Jesus wiping away our makeup and wiping away the things that makes us insecure, wiping away the things that we think that people won't accept us, because I literally saw God wiping away the pain, wiping away the hurt, wiping away the rejection that we hold on ourselves, that we hold on our shoulders, that we hold on us, trying to live this life, trying to please everybody, and forgetting to love ourselves when that should be the most important thing. And then knowing that God loves you and he thinks you're beautiful. So I think this is a great representation of Christ and his bride, or God and us in his creation. So let's watch this together. Now, watch it together. I'm actually going to put it right here, and we're going to watch it, reacting to it together. And yeah, this is going to be amazing. So just go along with me. Do not leave yet, because it's going to get really awesome, especially if you were dealing with rejection and abandonment, especially when you were thinking that you weren't worthy, you weren't loved, and that God won't appreciate your scars. He won't appreciate what you've been through, because your scars actually make you beautiful. So let's go ahead and start this video now.
Yeah, so I got it, and the reason why I got the lion, because I feel like the lion represents strength, and so that's why I got it right on my shoulder. I didn't want to cover my scar, but I just wanted to have it there because I feel like that has really strengthened me. So that's how I got work, and then I came to America for surgery. I got coupled, but obviously, like, the surgery doesn't take away everything, so I was getting bullied in school.
We do everything to take away those scars. I'm telling you, we do anything to get rid of our insecurities. We try to get rid of those things that we find or think makes us ugly.
And so up here, I still do have like issues with relationship. Either, like, some people don't have a problem, like with me having the scar and not having makeup on. But there are times where I talk to some guys, and if I see like the picture, they just like stop talking to me. So I don't think I cry about it, but I kind of feel.
You definitely have more people for you than against you. And she was saying how people would like stop talking to her when they realize what she really looked like underneath. That basically means that that person is not for you. You don't have to beg or plead anybody to be with you.